Hi guys, and welcome to the Pegasus Show. My name is Admiral Pegasus and I am your host this evening. On today's show we are going to be talking about that thing right there, which is the rare formation Armada. Now before we get into the nitty gritties, we are going to be talking about sourcing for the directives. We're also going to talk about sourcing for the Voyager officers, because the Voyager officers is going to be part of this particular one as well. And also, we're going to be talking about the mission that requires it. Yes, the mission that requires it. So, without further ado, let's have a quick look at the Armada. So, this Armada is basically the Borg unit complex. For those of you who remember through Voyager, there was a few two-part season episodes where we actually saw the unit complex. The first one was Dark Frontier, that two-parter where 7 of 9 left Voyager to return to the Borg Collective by join the heist on the Sphere in part 1. And in part 2, she was part of the Diamond that was also went out to assimilate a species, 10092, I think it was. That was that one. Then we also started getting Unimatrix 0, which was basically the Borg's daydream when they were regenerating. And it was a virus that affected about 1 in 100 drones or something like that. So, and then the Queen tried to destroy it. Unfortunately, Voyager actually beat them to it. And then obviously Endgame parts 1 and 2 as well, when Voyager was trying to go home. So, that was the Borg Unicomplex, or Unimatrix 01. Yes, Unimatrix 01. So, what we got then? Well, basically, it's a rare Armada. And what you're going to get out of it is you're going to get some artifact tokens, and you're also going to get some of these complex nanotech, which we will discuss a little bit later on. As well, with the formation Armadas, as you normally do, you'll also get it doesn't actually highlight, the big chest in the gold. When you actually, your entire fleet of 3 to 12 players actually beats the entire Armada itself. So, what you're going to get in there, we'll actually see, because I have a battle log. Yes, I have a battle log. And I'll leave further details for that later in the video. So, that's the Armada. Let's have a quick scan of it, before a quick look at its details. So, attack 18 million, defense 6 million, and health 612. DPR is 13.8 million, no isolytic shots, critical damage at 250%, but it's only got a 5% chance of dealing it. So, defense, there is defense stats, and its health is actually pretty strong, but it is an Armada after all, and it is a rare. And apparently, it's got an impulse speed of 15, so it can apparently move around the system. Yeah, I believe that should be 0. But there you go, it is scopely. So that's that. But we also need to mention this little thing, which apparently came in a couple of weeks ago on the Uncommons. And since I don't really run the Uncommons, because Formation Armadas is a pain in the backside to sort out. Yeah. But this adds a new level. Armada's isolytic defense is reduced by 20% when it targets a battleship. So guess what? You can actually, but it hasn't got an isolytic defense. So why is it reducing isolytic defense when it's not got one? So I think somebody's not quite got this right, but I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. I usually am. But anyway, this is when it targets a battleship. So basically, yeah, it is reading that the actual Armada's isolytic defense. But yet, it said 0. Hey-ho, it is what it is. So, obviously, battleships are going to have a better time against this one. So, you'll probably load this one out with battleships. And then the other 2 nodes have also got, like, interceptors and explorers. So, just bear that in mind. I think this is something that will be good for a discussion on Tuesday's live stream as well, these. So, I'll save up my directives and we'll look at it on Tuesday. Hopefully. But anyway, so that's the Formation Armada. And just as an FYI, the nodes are specific. So like node 2 has got the battleship. Node 1 is the Interceptor, and Node 3 is for the Explorers. So, how are we going to source these things? Well, pure and simple, you're going to go into your base and you're going to go to the Artifact Gallery for starters. And, oh, in fact, no, sorry, you don't. We're going to stop there. What you're going to do is you're going to go in here to your gift section, click on chest, and you're going to go to the 7-day loyalty chest. Now, I've already pulled this, so which means I haven't got the ability to pull it. But when you scroll down, you're going to find 100 rare directives. Yes, every 7 days you will be able to gain 100 rare directives. Basically, one armada every single 2 weeks, because these armadas do cost 200 directives. So just bear that in mind. Now, as we saw, that the armada also carries the loot for the artifact stuff, and it also carries this extra complex. No. The new coin, which we're going to find out in a minute. You're going to bring it here to the artifact section, complex tech, that's it. And you're going to use it on that end chest, because what's in this end chest? Well, we've got some premium tokens, small portion of, but we've also got our Voyager crew. Now, if you're actually paying attention to the screen, you'll notice I do not have enough to pull a pull. But yet I've already got some. Which means, yes, we beat a rare armada. We have beaten a rare armada. And believe it or not, it was that level 46. And all I got out of it, out of 47, a grand total of 14. Now, bearing in mind, I can only run one of those armadas once every 2 weeks. Yeah. I did rough math when this dropped. And I was looking at once every 4 weeks. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be every 4 weeks. Not unless those mega chests actually pay out something. But we're going to have a look at them shortly. Because obviously, like I said, we won it. We will look at the battle log. But you've obviously got your officers in here. What the RNG for the officers is, I do not know. But all the officers we've got at the minute is the good old Doctor. We've got BLT. We've got Janeway, Paris, Kim, Chakotay and Tuvok, all with a chance of a full pull. Don't expect that to be exceptionally high. In fact, expect that to be around about 1%, if not less. And then obviously we've got the half pulls as well for each one. And then we got down to the usual 5s, 2s and 1s. So yeah, expect them to be like 1s or something like that. But it's going to be extremely slow sourcing. So obviously if your alliance is running quite a few rare armadas, that's how you're going to be able to pick up the pace. However, if you're running the armada, yeah, once every 2 weeks you'll be able to run one and get a measly amount of this new complex token. What they're called? Complex nanotech. Yes. Very poor sourcing. But let's not take away the positive. We have sourcing for Voyager officers. Let's not take that away. But it's very poor. But anyway, we'll just leave it at that. So that's pretty much that. That's really all the formation matters are for. Now you will get also some shards towards other stuff, but like I said, we will look at that as it was mentioned in the patch notes, that these are going to drop specific shards for a specific set. So obviously do check out the patch notes for that. Just pulling this to see what I'm actually going to get on this one. So yeah, okay. Fair dues. Yeah. So, one uncommon a week. One rare every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks you'll be able to run an uncommon and a rare. Cracking. Poor sourcing for Voyager. But it's there. We can't grumble. It's there. So, but I think maybe we can grumble a little bit more. So, let's go have a look at this battle log of the one that I ran. And I ran it in conjunction with a couple of other members. As you can see there, I'm joined a few other armadas. And we're not going to claim those chests just yet. Now, Formation Armada 40. That's not it. There it is. It's still, because I've already had a quick look at the battle log, but I've not actually looked at the rewards. So as you can see, we took it out quite handily, just 4 of us, and we defeated all 4 nodes. Let's jump in. So here we go, 15 rounds we went on this one. Isolated damage it doesn't deal. I wasn't running any isolated damage neither, but I don't know if anyone else was, so might be worth just having a quick gander. No, it looks like nobody was. I think the only officer you're probably going to have, you might see delivering isolatic, is going to be Janeway, unless you've got that specific artifact already open. So it's firing a shot there of around about 2 million. So let's have a look at this first round then. So we've got 1 shot, then we've got another shot. So that's 2 guns already. That's 2 guns firing a single shot each. Then that's a 3rd gun firing a single shot. And I know if you want to go over to STSC.space, the firing pattern is going to be in there. This is going to be its big gun, which is a kinetic firing in the first round. And it's firing 3 shots. Ooh, 3 shots on that one. So 3 energy weapons and 1 kinetic, which fires 3 shots. So that's that. Obviously, if I have gone into STSC.space, I would have put the firing pattern up for you as the screenshot. So yeah, back to that. And yeah, so that's the Armada. So if we go the battle log, if we actually jump into here then. So as you can see, that's what I won. I won 1,600 of the tokens and I only won 4 of the nanotech. Now we're going to claim our mega chest, because this is the one that's going to give us, I think, is going to give us the... Oh! Wow! Shall we pull some Voyager officers? See what the RNG can roughly look like, yeah? Cracking. So, okay, so it looks like the chests are actually going to be paying out complex nanotech. That's a bonus. That's actually going to increase sourcing for the Voyager officers. So all my belittlations earlier in the video about that, well, how about I get an egg and just splat it on my face, because that's how I look right now. So that's easily going to get me to pull the single chest. And then if we look at the big chest as well for completing it, and another 70. Whoa, nice. And we've got some proton shards. We've also got the tendril, the Narada tendril fragment as well. So this is an explorer with morale, increasing the isolated damage. And this one is increasing isolated damage against players. So that's a PvP one. Ooh. So that's that. Now, before we go looking at the RNG, there is also one other thing. Now, for those of you who have already gone through the missions, let me actually find the right button to press. Gone through the core missions, and you've reached this, part 10, you're going to encounter this little objective here, defeat a Borg unicomplex. Now, you're already starting in this. You're already going to the first system, which is Smarkaloo. Guess what? You don't have to kill just that particular Armada in there. I killed, along with my alliance, the level 46 one, and it completed that. It completed it. Now, obviously, Scopely haven't actually announced, put a little thing on to say what you got to do and everything, or a locate button. But it just says defeat a Borg unicomplex rare formation Armada. So any of those rares will complete level 5 of this particular... Excuse me. Hiccup and a burp at the same time. Sorry, I do apologise. Level 5, part 5 of this. So which means I'm basically good to go now to go get my single shard of Bologna and a frame and an avatar, which will appear on my board. But make your way to the metal. Huh? Oh, that will explain why that's it. Right. Now, I didn't throw this in at the beginning, but if to gain access to these, this is where I should have actually put this in at the beginning of the video. You're going to be doing the mission from Voyager part 2. I believe it's Voyager Part 2 called Silver Scar. I think it's Voyager Part 2. Because I'm sure the other... No, Voyager Part 3, sorry. It was last month. It was last month. Voyager Part 3. Because Voyager Part 2 saw all this here being introduced. And my screen's not scrolling again. So you're going to need to go to this particular system to pick up Silver Scar 1. Run through Silver Scar 1 and start Silver Scar 2, which will automatically proc afterwards. Now, there has been an issue with Silver Scar 2, I will say, but there has been now say that there has been a fix completed. So, because basically what it is, Silver Scar 2 requires you to come to this particular system, which is actually locked. It's locked. You can't get to it. So you will need to complete Silver Scar 1, go into Silver Scar 2. Once you get to that particular level that requires you to come to this system, it'll automatically complete, hopefully. If not, put a ticket in with Scopely. Sorry to say it, put a ticket in with Scopely to get them to bypass it for you. It was originally sorted out when we had this last month. But this month, for some reason, that bug's come back and it's happened again. But that will give you access to this. Now, this is the system where it originally all starts. This has got an armada in it. There is one armada. How often they respawn, I'm not 100% sure. But I will say that 46 looked like when we defeated it, reappeared straight away. But yet, when I was watching I think it's level 28 in this one, it did not reappear straight away. In fact, I left the system before it reappeared. So, respawn rates, I'm not 100% sure on. But defeating any rare armada will complete that. Now, you will get 200 directives in Part 9. Yes, you will get 200 directives. Because those 200 directives are there for you to complete Part 5 in Part 10. If that makes sense. So, just bear that in mind. So if you haven't completed those missions yet, when you actually do get onto them, when you get to Part 9, you will receive, as a reward, 200 rare directives. Do not spend them straight away, because you will need them for Section 5 of Part 10. Okay? So, but you will be able to go to any rare armada and do it out. So, without further ado, let's jump back into the artifacts and actually, do that Voyager Pull. Now, yes, you can go through the gifts as long as it's got this bottom section. Here we go. So, claim it here. And as you can see, we're jumping into here. So, now I've got 265. So, I can do a 2-chest pull. However, do I want to do a 2-chest pull? Yes, we will. Because we're also going to see what the cooldown time is. So we're going to do a 2-chest pull. So basically once every 2 weeks you're going to be able to go and do this. So I've got 360 premium artifact tokens. Bear in mind, that's a guaranteed pull. I've got 390 rare skill points. Again, that's a guaranteed pull, so you will get them. But out of it, I've got 1 Janeway and 2 Tom. Well, let's think about the RNG on that one. Yeah. That does not seem particularly high to me. So, but it is what it is. Now, it's a 24-hour cooldown. Cool, considering that it takes you 2 weeks to do an armada. But if you actually did only the 1 chest pull, well, there you go. I got enough to do what? 1, 2, 3 runs. I actually got enough to do 3 runs. So I could have done 3 days of that. Maybe got different pulls. But I've done it now. So it is what it is. But yeah. So that is the rare armadas. Sourcing. How to start them. The missions involved. And also officer sourcing. That's it. That's all that needs to be said. So, without further ado, don't forget to smack the like button. But I've got a little bit extra coming up as well. If you've noticed in my Discord as well, I'm hoping you guys can see it, but I've started tracking with screenshots the loot, the event store loot that we're getting this month. Obviously, we're on day 3, and there's no no new SMSs. The game has been lagging as well, as you can see. One of my Alliance members complaining about lagging. But also, I'm also writing a little report as well, just for my mind about what's happened through the month from my perspective. So if you've got any ideas from your perspective that you would like me to put in that report as well, which I can eventually use into a summary for the grading video at the end of the month. But yeah, not a great start to the month. Formation armadas seem okay for the most part. Sourcing seems to be, quote unquote, a little bit better than I originally thought for the officers. But again, it's still quite low. But let me know what you think anyway in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We are also making the push for the 1,000 subscribers. We are over 750. If you'd like to donate to the channel, PayPal, Cashapp in the link below. The links are below. Also, channel memberships are available should you wish to join the channel as a member. Just click the join button and come and be a member. Also, super chats are available during live streams. So feel free if you would like to drop a super chat. Obviously, it is money which is donated to the channel. You can basically, yeah, donate whatever you like to the channel there. But obviously, if I'm right, YouTube do take a cut of that. So PayPal and Cash App are the best ways to donate to the channel and for the channel to receive the full amount that you donate. But anyway, that's it on today's show. Thank you for coming to join me. I'm Admiral Pegasus. This is the Pegasus Show. Stay safe, live long and prosper, and I shall catch you on the next video. Goodbye.